What's up guys, Andrew Baena here, and it's that time of the month again. It's time for Baena's Best Bands. This is the fourth time I've done this, and if you're not familiar with the format, basically I'm going to go through a list of bands or artists, either new that I've just discovered or artists that I've listened to for a long time who have released new material this month. So all the music I'm about to show you is music that I highly recommend you go check out, and I'll be putting little snippets of each song throughout the video. So without further ado, let's get started. So the first band I want to talk about this month is a band called Arc Echo. Arc Echo is kind of a little bit like Animals as Leaders, Intervals, Pliny, that kind of thing. It's like instrumental metal / progressive rock. I listen to a lot of instrumental music on my way to and from work because I go in with my dad and I don't want to listen to anything too crazy with a bunch of screaming. So I'm always on the lookout for new instrumental bands, and Arc Echo definitely piqued my curiosity. Here's a little clip of one of their songs that I highly suggest you check out. Alright, the second band on my list is an Australian band, so you pretty much automatically know they're going to be good. I don't know what it is about Australia, but they just constantly are producing amazing bands, and this is no exception. This band was actually formed, I think, maybe not formed, but it includes a member who you might know if you watch other YouTube guitarists. There's a guy on YouTube, his name is Ryan Sue, I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that right, but he was this really young kid who started out doing cover songs a few years ago. That was the first time I saw him, and now he's in a full-fledged band, and the original music that he's producing with this band is amazing. So that band is called Polaris. If I was to describe them, they're kind of like progressive metalcore, perhaps, similar to something you would hear with like Architects, but like sort of Northlane-ish. I don't know really how else to explain it. I guess progressive metalcore would be the best way. It has like amazing clean choruses and nasty breakdowns. It's perfect. They're actually also releasing a new album this coming Friday, and here's a clip of one of the songs off of that upcoming album. Alright, the third act I'm going to talk about is actually a duo. Both of these people are from Victoria, BC, which is the same province I'm from. It's actually a husband and wife team. If you've ever heard of I Wrestled a Bear Once, it is the vocalist and guitarist of I Wrestled a Bear Once, Courtney and Mike Stringer, and they have released a new project called Spiritbox that is absolutely amazing. If you've ever heard any of Mike Stringer's other projects, such as I Wrestled a Bear Once or Fallen Archaea, it's still kind of reminiscent of that. It has his kind of signature crazy ass guitar parts that are, in my opinion, mind-blowing, and it also features Courtney's vocals, which again, if you listen to I Wrestled a Bear Once's last album and liked how that sounded, that's you're gonna get a lot more of that on this, and in my opinion, even more interesting guitar parts and compositions as a whole. It's just an absolutely amazing first release. It's about 7 songs. This is probably my favorite release of this month, in all honesty. I've been looking forward to it for quite some time, and I highly suggest you check it out. So this is a clip of one of their songs titled The Mara Effect Part 3. Alright, and the final band that I'm going to talk about this month, as you probably guessed, is the new Veil of Maya. So I'm sure most of you have probably heard of Veil of Maya before. I actually talked about them last month, I think, because they released a new single last month, but their full album came out this month, and it is amazing. It absolutely does not disappoint. I know a lot of people are not a fan of the clean singing in Veil of Maya, but I personally love it. I'm super happy with what Lucas has brought to the band. You heard a lot of it in Matriarch, their last album, and in my opinion, this new album is the perfect continuation of the sound they were going for in Matriarch. With all that being said, I do of course still prefer the heavy stuff, and in my opinion, the best song on this album is actually the first song, or a second song technically, called Fracture. I think it's definitely one of the heaviest ones, and here's a clip of what that sounds like. I smile at the dead. Alright, Alright guys, so that's it for this month's Baena's Best Bands. As always, leave a comment below if you liked any of the bands that I suggested, or if you have suggestions for stuff I should check out. I do actually read all these comments and I do check out some of the suggestions, so please make your voice heard. The links for each of the songs I just showed will all be in the description below, as well as the usual links to follow me on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, links to all of my music on iTunes and Spotify and all that good stuff, so please check all those links out if you haven't already. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I can't wait to show you guys some more new music next month.